Like, here is a clip, okay? This is a compilation of Spicer, Conway, Pence, and Huckabee, all stating the story about why, Comey was fired. And then Donald Trump, who ostensibly, right, has sent these people out to say this, just completely undercuts them. And good, I'm glad he's that much of an idiot because it brings this thing into relief. But the problem is, if you apply this modus operandi to a serious crisis, which is not to say this isn't, but I mean, let's just say, I don't know, North Korea, one that could end up killing a lot of people, it doesn't give you much confidence. But here is how all this went down.
You said last week the president had full confidence in his FBI director. What changed?
The recommendation that came today and the rationale behind it.
So the president made the decision today?
Yes.
Look, I think when you receive a report that is so clear and a recommendation by someone like the Deputy Attorney General, you have no choice but to act.
President Trump made the right decision at the right time, to accept the recommendation of the Deputy Attorney General and the Attorney General to ask for the termination, to support the termination of the director of the FBI because of the actions that the Deputy Attorney General outlined to the President that were endorsed and agreed with by the Attorney General. The President made the right decision at the right time.
This is the action that a president takes when he is told by the Deputy Attorney General, who's only been on the job for 14 days, so he took a new assessment, a new look at everything.
Did you ask for a recommendation?
What I did is I was going to fire Comey. My decision. It was not.
You had made the decision before they came out.
I was going to fire Comey. There's no good time to do it, by the way.
Because in your letter you said I accepted their recommendation.
Yeah, well,
so you had already made the decision.
I was going to fire regardless of recommendation.
So there was.
Yeah. So there you have it. Every single one of his top advisors, communications people, liars who are in his employ, go out and say the same thing. And then he, the next day, as if like, and that tells me
he can't stay on talking points. It's impossible. Again, that it's a combination of being incredibly stupid and factored in with this arrogance, with that narcissism. He has to be the decider.
Well, that's the thing is like you wonder, like, yeah. I mean, we're not going to know, but was any of those people around him before he sat down with Lester Holt and said like, hey, don't forget the story is
right.
I mean,
also remember
spending too much time convincing
the new guy who'd only been there 14 days. The deputy AG said to him, you have to do this, so he had to do it immediately. Just with what they were saying, not with what Trump was saying. Meanwhile, the acting AG said to him, your national security guy has been infiltrated by the Russians, and that took 18 days.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, some things must be done immediately, even if a guy's new on the job. But if it's in other cases, we'll just wait. I mean, there's no coherence to anything he says ever.
But what scares me is not just that there's no coherence. What scares me is that they don't have when he starts to feel sort of like threatened, he just goes off, half cocked, as it were. And it's one thing to give up the game to Lester Holt. It's another where it's just like, you know what? Wait a second. I know we all said we shouldn't drop the bomb, but yeah, drop the bomb. And is there nobody in the room that has the ability to corral this guy, right? Because that's what we're told over and over again.
We've all worried about, like, since, those of us who have working cerebral cortexes have been worried about since looking at this guy as a candidate and as a human being since well before he was elected. I mean, this has always been the nightmare scenario. He has no control over himself. So really what you're doing is you're going to have to trust that somebody around him is going to stop him from going forward and doing something that destroys the lives of millions, if not the entire planet.
Well, all we can hope is that now that Tiffany is in Washington, that she'll be able to stop this.
I think Tiffany may be the answer.
No, that's only going to make him more upset. My daughter, that's a 4.5, is now around the same city. I can't take it.
Well, we don't know the dynamic. Maybe Tiffany, the reason why he really has a problem with Tiffany is that she's the taskmaster. She shows up and
look,
is like,
you want to see your daughter, you want to make out, you want to have a dinner. Tiffany's constantly telling me, you got to do this. You can't fire the director of the FBI. Lester Holt's not going to steal your wallet while he interviews you. It's totally unfair.
Hi, folks. It's Sam Seder. You know me from just a minute ago. Listen, we've had a problem on YouTube. Let me make a graphic visualization. Back in March, our revenue and the ads that were monetized was a lot, like here. And now, over the course of actually within a day into April, it's down to about here. Now, this is just a artist rendering, but that's basically it. We were here, and now we're here. That's because of some YouTube thing where advertisers were concerned on being on hate sites. And, of course, we're a news organization that sometimes talks about hateful people, and we got caught up in their algorithm. I thought it would be fixed by now. It's not. We need your help to keep giving you free content on YouTube. We don't have the advertiser support that we had even back, here. So we're looking for your help. Go to our Patreon site, give a couple of bucks. Literally, you could give a couple, and it would be very helpful. Head over there. Here's the link right here or down there. It's somewhere around here. Find it and go help us out. Thanks so much. Enjoy the rest of the show.